What it do, surprise shawty crew? So, I feel a little bad. Let me tell y'all why. And you can probably hear my dryer going, or my washing machine, so sorry. I just went back and looked at my dreams like all month, and it's April the 21st. And I told y'all for like 2 or 3 weeks, it's just been like, I ain't really been pulling too many words from dreams because I'm in one of those, times where it's like I wake up and I'm like, when you wake up and you confused and all of that, like, and you feel sad and you disheartened and stuff, like, I kind of just like pray about it, keep it moving. And it's been a lot of people like just doing the most. And so I went back through all those dreams for y'all and wrote down the insight to warfare that I could pick up on. But for me, like, I did have like a rough, like a week or so. And for me, like, that's all here lately. I've been hyped because it's like, I'm not feeling none of that. Like, I'm happy to be out of that warfare. And for me, the warfare was like, it didn't even like have me down like that. Like, I still do what I'm supposed to do even when I'm feeling it. Like, the stuff that got to get done is going to get done. But I just be kind of tired and, like a little bit more lazy. And I told y'all, like, it wasn't working that good because I was still getting stuff done. But then I got sick. And so it was like, so it's been like that for like 2-3 weeks. And I would say I came out of it like earlier this week. And I wasn't surprised because God still speaks to me even when I'm under warfare. Like, even though I was feeling like that, he was giving me a whole lot of stuff. I just wasn't releasing everything. But he had said expect changes after Easter. And so I'm not surprised that this week has been going like this. Like, I'm feeling great in spirits, but also like he's moving. Like, I'm seeing physical manifestations of things, right? I throw this in there too. When I was like going through the warfare, like the enemy was like beating up my mind. Like, I don't feel like I be down and out and like just not fighting at all. I just kind of feel like I be like, let me take a little break. Like, that's what warfare does to me now. Like, let me just have a little break. And then when I get up swinging. And that's literally what's even been happening in my dreams. I have woke up from 2 different dreams fighting. And I'm like, who am I swinging at, right? So during that time though, he was telling me like, stop focusing on like what you're waiting on. Like, look around you, look at everything I'm doing. And y'all, he's doing stuff that like I didn't even ask for. He doing stuff that was like, I didn't know we was gonna do that this year. He doing stuff that was like, dang, like that worked out for me. Like, for example, I got a certification at work that I couldn't work towards and finish because of the whole like promotion fiasco. And they went in and they like restructured everything. And after the restructuring, it was to where the certification, like, what? And I could no longer work towards those classes like prior to COVID. So I kind of just been like, and come to find out I got all the credit and stuff and it worked out to my good with the restructuring. So that's just like one example. I was like, come again? Like, I'm gonna need that, moving forward. So he's doing little things, big things, like just, he moving. Just pay attention to everything. Don't just focus on the areas you're waiting on. And like, there were little things and bonuses and corrections coming in with the big one. Like, he moving. So, he was still telling me just like a whole lot of stuff. Now, if I could summarize the warfare, like I had already tried to do that. Like, I was like, my dreams have been whack. It's giving meddling, busybodies, and projection. And that's still the case. But if I could try to sum it up from some more for y'all based off of what I was reading in my notes just then, like 3 weeks worth of my dreams, right? People are angry in their spirit towards you. Whether it be friends, family, strangers on the net. I'll be cracking up when I hear the Holy Spirit say that. Or maybe not even strangers on the net, people you interact with in public places that do not know you. When I tell y'all, so much shoving and fighting has been going, like, there's been 2 or 3 dreams of mine where somebody was shoving me. I just dreamt that again last night. This girl I don't know shoved me, and I was like ready to fight her in a dream. Like, what are you doing? I don't even know her. Somebody shoved my mama. That's another dream where I woke up swinging because when I seen it happen, I ran up to her and I started swinging at the man. That's when I woke up. And I just had another dream where I don't know if God was showing me past tense or what, but somebody pushed me out of the line. Now, I still got onto like the plane or the cruise ship or wherever we were supposed to be going, and my kingdom spouse was on there. Somebody like legit pushed me out the line. Like, you know how it can be like a little ramp to like go up to like whatever it is that you're getting on, whether it's a plane or a cruise ship, because it was really weird. They like pushed me out of the line. Like, and I flipped over the ramp. Like, crazy. Something else. Do y'all ever have dreams and like you'll see somebody and it's like super random and it's like the girl said hi to me. She was like, hey Megan, like she was in my dream. I was like, hey, and kept moving. I didn't think much of it because my kingdom spouse is in that dream too. And when I woke up, I was like, God, are they actively practicing witchcraft on purpose? Are they like unaware that they're in the spirit illegally? Like, I don't be knowing why I be seeing people so randomly, and I don't know why they be speaking to me in the dreams, because it's like we're both aware like it's a dream, and it was just like, hey, like, so there's that. She wasn't helping me or anything. It was just in passing. Y'all let me know if y'all know what that means. And that's something else I want to tell y'all. Today's little video about all of this is I'm requesting information. If you have insight or God reveals something to you while I'm speaking, please leave it in the comments, especially with the carrots and different things. But I'm gonna just tell y'all what I dreamt and what I'm picking up on so far. So yeah, people being in a dream, it's like, why are you here? You know, people being mad. Like I said, it's been a lot of strangers. Like, I don't even know you. Like, okay, let me make sure I got all this. Excuse me. Let's talk about some specific things. It's been a lot of release, okay? I've been using the bathroom a lot. But I wrote down people getting in the way, whether friends, family, or strangers, like in the way of me actually getting to the bathroom. There's one dream where I was kind of irritated because the kids had to go first, and I knew like I really had to go to the bathroom, but I knew the kids had to go first. And then make sure you release it in the right place, because there's another dream. I don't know if y'all have dreams like this, but I was like trying to go to the bathroom on something that wasn't a toilet. And I remember waking up like, why was that happening? You know? So make sure you're releasing in the right place. That speaks to like just the pruning and the cleaning up and stuff that he's doing in us. Exes also trying to get in the way. Now, in this particular dream I had, I was like trying to clean myself off and stuff. Like I was showering and stuff in the bathroom, and it was exes trying to get in the bathroom. I was like, can you please leave? And it's something else I'm gonna hit on. I don't really know. I'm gonna tell y'all what I think he's saying, but if y'all pick up on something else, y'all let me know. I dreamt I was pregnant the other night, and I walked by the mirror because it was like kind of my house and not my house. That's how I be knowing like, nah, like the enemy trying to play with me. Inside warfare. And I was pregnant. Like good and pregnant, like far along pregnant. And you know how like a woman is pregnant and you can see like the baby move? I could see the baby's foot on the right side of my stomach. Okay. From there though, I switched into like another prophetic voice, and not like switched into her, but it was like, it was her perspective. Like I knew I was her, but it also still low-key kind of felt like me, but like it was kind of weird. And she lost the baby. Mind y'all though, like I was in her body. It was weird. And she lost the baby. But I can't tell y'all it was like an abortion type of thing or a miscarriage. I just remember crying, feeling her pain. And like even when I typed out the dream, it was like, lost the baby. Cried in the dream and everything, but it wasn't one of those things where I woke up and I was crying. In the dream I was crying, but it was like I knew it was her. Like I don't remember if I was still looking in the mirror and it was her face. Like I can't remember. But this is what I'm gonna tell y'all. In the dream also though, one of my can't really say exes, but somebody I've had previous relations with, somebody the enemy always tries to tempt me with like, let's just kick it, you know. They were in my house, but remember it wasn't like my house, it was like it was warped. They were in my house, and the baby wasn't lost until they were in my house. And so what I wrote down was not necessarily an abortion or a miscarriage, but the babies disappear. So when you have like this marital promise and the enemy is truly tempting you to come around different people, hang out with different people and stuff, like that's what I'm telling y'all. Like it wasn't like in a dream, it was like, oh my God, I just had a miscarriage. It was like the baby had just left. Know how far along I was in the dream, and then it was like the baby disappeared. So be mindful of that. Like he really trying to trip you up and keep you from getting to it. But even in me saying that, also recognizing like the enemy is not more powerful than God, because last year, and then I'm not telling you this to be out here wilding, and I think there's a difference. God knows when we know better. So like last year I didn't know better, and I was doing whatever, but he still moved, did what he needed to do. For me to do that now, when I know better, and I know how far along I am, do you get what I'm saying? So I just want y'all to be mindful. If you know better, do better. And make good decisions and don't fall into the temptations and stuff. Stay prayed up and stay focused on the fact that you are so far along. I don't think I've ever had a dream where I felt as pregnant like as I felt in that dream. And I'm going to throw this in here. I've been snitching. Like ever since God was telling me communication is key. When I dream anything like that, anything crazy, I tell him. Because why would we both be out here not knowing what was going on if God is showing me? You get what I'm saying? So if you have those lines of communication open with your kingdom spouse, tell them what you're dreaming, because that'll help them pray better, okay? And they'll be more aware and mindful of different things as well, because it was like, yeah, I was pregnant and then I lost the baby. What? Like, and that's how their reaction should be. And, you know, I don't believe it was a physical pregnancy though. Like, I don't believe he's telling me somebody is about to, like, that's not what the vibe was. It was literally like I was pregnant. Then all of a sudden he was in the house, the ex, and then all of a sudden the baby was gone. Like, you get what I'm saying? But then I was seeing it through the eyes of somebody else, another prophetic voice. So it's like a warning. You get what I'm saying? So, and before I get into the witchcraft specific stuff, I'm going to stop it after this last part. Last thing, because I told y'all, like, it's like people just angry. Like, that I've been waking up just like, ugh. Like, you know, it's been plots and schemes. It's been the same family members I keep seeing. Like, what are they up to? Like, I had 2 different dreams where I was like, such and such is up to something. A few days later, such and such is up to something. But this one particular person who I know, like, watches everything I do. I think I talked about this on the live. And it's like, for me, it's kind of like, if you like it or if you admire it, like, just ask me. Don't act weird. Like, if I like something or I'm inspired or I watch somebody, like, I let them know. I let other people know. Like, that's just how I am. For some people, it's just really hard. And the note I wrote down was there comparing, like, just because you admire something in somebody else or you like something in somebody else, that doesn't take away from you. And so many women need to learn that. And this is what God is showing me. Come on, Holy Spirit. I wrote down indirect shots. Now, when I typed out what happened in a dream, because this is what he's telling me now. I love when the Holy Spirit does that. Some people will be like in their, like, losing season, like our wilderness seasons, our down seasons, and then the comparison will really be like, get into them, right? But then some people will start to win and see victory, but they're still comparing. And that's what happened in my dream. Like, she had some type of success and she wrote the Facebook like post, and she was saying this, but at the end she was taking shots at me. It was like God let me see the post. It was weird, but at the end she was taking shots at me, like, and I did it without, you know, the thing she mentioned specifically was like, you know, parental support, all these different things that I'm used to. False, and everybody love to do that, but at some point, like, don't get me wrong, I have great parents and they did make sure that I had a lot of great opportunities, but at some point it's like I had to put in the work. Like, my parents didn't get that degree for me. I could have went to school and been wilding out, did all kinds of stuff, dropped out, not worked hard. I could be horrible with my money. Like, yeah, I'm appreciative of the guidance and the love and the support that I have in my parents. I would never deny that. But then there are people who try to flip it and make it seem like you're less deserving, you're not worthy, you didn't really work hard for what you had. All that. That's what the dream was given. And I was so confused because it was like, sis, you winning. Like, why are you worried about me and me winning and how I won? And it really irritates me because, like, we should all want to be good parents, but it's like when you have good parents, people make you feel bad for having good parents when they know dang well they want to be good parents to their kids, unless they intend to not be good parents to their kids. I don't know specifics of that. So it was speaking to that. Like, I tried to write out what all the captions said, but it was just, I won, but playing how somebody else won, which it was me. So indirect shots, but it's actually kind of direct. The Holy Spirit is telling me it's direct, but they're still comparing even in their victories and stuff. And God sees all that. And I don't know. Like, I just prayed for him when I woke up because I was like, what that got to do with me? But again, this is somebody who watches every single thing that I do. So Yeah. Sunshine on Me by Lotto is just, I love that. Pray for my enemies, Lord, I need clarity, right? So I'm gonna pick it back up in another video, but I kind of just wanted to, I felt like it wasn't right to not tell y'all everything I've been dreaming, especially if you've been dealing with it or dreaming similar things. And just kind of to like make us aware, right?